Hi, my name is Liz, and welcome to Booked with Liz. I've been up and down on starting a YouTube for a while. I've been blogging for 10 years now. So I've been a blogger. I've also been TikToking for the last 3, 4 years now. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make the jump. We'll see how it goes. If this goes well, I'll keep doing it. And if not, I tried. So my name is Liz. I'm a reader. I love to read. I've been reading since I was a young little thing. I remember going to the library, the public library on the corner of Pulaski in Chicago, where I grew up, and coming home with tons of books, getting books from the school library, getting books from Scholastics. I can remember reading for as far back as I remember. I used to order books from Silhouette. Was a Harlequin type of place for books with teenager. The first book in the series was P.S. I Love You, and still one of my top favorite reads ever. And I figured, just to do a little introduction. So my blog was Sultry Sirens book blog. You can definitely check it out, but I did change my TikTok to be Booked with Liz, so you can find me there. And I figured I'd just give it a try, kind of introduce myself. I love romance, so the majority of what I read is romance. Like I said, I've been reading for years. When I was around 15, I switched to more open on a lot of readings. I love horror, romance, mystery, thrillers. I've read memoirs. I do a little bit of everything. But in 2015, my mother-in-law introduced me to BookBub, and I signed up to get books. I signed up for everything that I like. And one of the books that I received was Falling Into You by Jacinda Wilder. It was the first independent book that I ever read, and I was lucky enough to meet the author and get it signed. I absolutely loved it. And I fell into a rabbit hole after I read this book. This was my first indie book, indie author, absolutely loved it, and it became a whole world for me. A lot of the writers that I follow are now traditionally published, and I am so happy for them, but I kind of went down this road with indie books and absolutely loved it. Hopefully in one of my future videos, I can go through my library with you, kind of show you all the authors that I have, who are some of my top favorites, who are the ones that I have the most of. But that's the book that introduced me to the indie romance world. And after that, I started reading so many books. Laura Lynn Page was one of my top favorites. Absolutely loved her. This was one of the first series that I read originally and absolutely love. I love this couple. He's one of my top favorite book boyfriends. And so that was book 1, book 2, book 3. Absolutely love them. There are so many OG authors that I still have and I still love. Some of them don't write anymore, but I can't wait to introduce you some of them. There's new ones that I follow. Right now, let me see, some of my top favorite authors are probably, I love Maya Alden. I've been reading her for the last couple years. I love Jana Aston, absolutely love her. I'm going through my books. Catherine Cowles, I am a huge fan. If she writes it, I will read it. I started with the Tattered and Torn series with her, so I still have to go back and read everything before then, but everything from that series on I have read, and I have. I'm trying to look at all my things and kind of look at one of my Melanie Harlow, again, one of my OG people that I love to see. A.L. Jackson, I've been reading her for a long time. Corinne Michaels, I've been following her for a long time. I own every single book that Corinne Michaels has ever written. Top author for me. And obviously there's a bunch of other authors that I love, but those were some of like the OGs that I've been following for a long time that I absolutely love. I love BookTube. I love Booktubers. I've been following some for such a long time. PeaceLoveBooksxo is one of my top favorites. Tori at NovelLife is one of my top favorites. I found Lottie recently, who I absolutely love. Sara Carrolli, absolutely love her. But a lot of these YouTubers are younger. But I follow them because I love what they read and I love what they do. But I don't really see much older authors, and so I figured, or much older YouTubers. So I figured I kind of introduce myself, introduce what I love to read, and start sharing it and see how it goes. I'm really excited to start this journey and start sharing more with you, and hopefully you guys will stick around and come along for the ride with me. So if you're here, definitely subscribe, like, do all the things, and hopefully we'll have a good time here and we'll continue talking books. Until next time.